All right, well, hey, the snow's already moved in here. You can see live pictures from our Portland Unum Skycam. It's been snowing moderately, and we actually already have 3 inches of snow in the city of Portland. We're going to continue to see snow throughout the course of the day, and the snow we're seeing this morning really is not even necessarily associated with our main storm system, and I'm going to show you that in just a minute. This is going to help enhance our snowfall totals. So the snow has moved in here as expected this morning. However, what's going on that's a little unexpected is we have a coastal front, or what we call a coastal front, already establishing itself on the coast. And it almost is kind of a Norland trough feature extending back to the west here, helping to enhance some of our snowfall rates early on this morning. Notice there's nothing going on here. It's not snowing in Boston. It's not snowing in Portsmouth, but it is snowing in Portland, and now it's snowing in Lewiston, just getting some snow now in Augusta and back through the mid-coast. This is actually being enhanced again by a wind switch line. Either way you look at it, I mean, it's snowing already, and so as a result, it is going to be a snowy afternoon. The main event comes in later this afternoon and tonight, though. So we are talking about a long event snowing for 36 hours. It's a long storm. Winter storm warnings officially start at noontime, but I would really not be surprised if the National Weather Service did not update that to a little earlier based on what's actually happening outside. Blizzard warnings start here for York County and southern New Hampshire at 2 o'clock this afternoon, and then from Cumberland County north and east. Notice now it's all southern Maine. It's not just right at the coast. That starts at 6 o'clock and runs through tonight. Whiteout conditions as the strong gusty winds will be blowing the snow around. Travel is not recommended at all. As a matter of fact, it will be almost impossible as we get going through this storm. Just not recommended. Don't go out in the storm, get stuck in the snow. Blowing and drifting is going to be a big problem. Coastal flood warning here from the mid-coast down through New Hampshire for Saturday morning's high tide. Significant flooding is possible from Portland and points south. We'll be watching that carefully as well. And if you live along the coast, pay attention to updates, because keep in mind, if you wait until high tide, it's going to be in the height of the storm at that point. You're not going to be able to do anything about it. So pay attention here to what's going on with the coastal tides. We could see some significant flooding, so I do have concerns for that. 9 in Lewiston, 6 in Augusta, 11 Portland, 10 in Sanford. It's cold, too. That's the other part of the story. And wind chills are going to be cold. Winds are already blowing out of the northeast. That wind switch line I was telling you about, look at Berlin, New Hampshire. Winds are out of the northwest. Everywhere else is northeast, so that's what's helping to enhance our snowfall this morning. Winds are really going to ramp up as we go through the day today. 1 to 3 inches per hour. May even see snowfall rates up to 4 inches per hour if we get some thunder snow, which we may. Snow drifts are going to be in feet. Winds 50 miles per hour. Could even see some gusts to 60 at the coast. So power outages are possible, especially at the coast, and there's that coastal flooding concern. Our main player is just getting started right now. The energy from our northern storm is transferring all to the coast. And look at this thing, already winding up here. The pressures are falling incredibly fast. This will become a very powerful storm. On your home barometer, the computer models now have it somewhere between 970 and 978 millibars. That is very strong. By tomorrow morning, I expect to see an eye-like feature on the satellite picture, kind of like what you'd see with a hurricane, but in this case, it'll be the nor'easter. As you can see, the main player is not even here yet, and we're already getting snow. So it is going to be a snowy afternoon, and this is what it looks like. The energy from this one transfers all to the coast. This one blows up. Look how tight these isobars are. Those are those lines of equal pressure. The closer they are, the faster the winds move, and that's why north to northeast winds will be with us today into tonight. Still snowing heavily at the lunchtime hour. We really have to wait until high pressure moves in. I've updated the snowfall totals now at the coast to include Portland in the 20 to 26 inch range. We could have even some higher localized amounts higher than that, and then amounts drop off as you head inland, but still a hefty snowfall amount for everyone with this storm system. And so what we're talking about here today is upper teens to 20s, snowing right through mid to late afternoon tomorrow. I think the extreme heavy snow will start to wind down after early afternoon tomorrow, but we'll still have accumulating snow right up until the evening hours tomorrow. Very windy as well. Time to dig out Sunday with sun and a wintry mess on Monday with another storm before we see 40s on Tuesday. So stay up to date on the forecast, guys. There's so many facets with the storm. We have the blizzard conditions, coastal flooding concerns, Power outages are possible as well. So, Chris, we'll continue to have updates this morning, and you can tune us over on Fox from 7 to 9 as well. And we'll continue to analyze tons of information coming into the weather office here. So it's just an incredibly complex forecast.
Yes, and it keeps we're having the same basic forecast, but the snow totals have gotten bigger over the last half an hour. So things are changing a little bit.
Right. You know, I'm continually looking at new information. And yeah, so for the city of Portland, I have increased it to the 20 to 26. Again, isolated amounts higher than that possible.
Again, record in Portland, 27.1, you said? That's what it is?
Right. And, you know, although I'm not necessarily forecasting that, that is entirely possible that we could see that much or potentially even a little bit more.
How about over 2 feet of snow? That's the record, 2 feet 3 inches.
That's a lot of snow.
That is a lot of snow. Yeah. Anyway, take it easy out there.